Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? Hey, what's on your mind? Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? Tell me, what's on your mind? Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Hey, tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me.
What's your talking to? You ready to go, Jen?
Yes.
You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? Hey, what's on your mind? Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? Tell me, what's on your mind? Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking? Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? Hey, what's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Say what you thinking, what you thinking? What's on your mind? Hey,
You know you love me. Hey everybody, how are you this Tuesday? Hope everybody's doing good. Why am I hearing music? Hold on. Oh, that's okay, hold on. Okay, I was about to figure out why am I hearing music. I was trying to put a post on TikTok to remind them that I'm live. Come over here and watch me. I do the short recaps over there, but I want to remind them that we do a full recap over here as well. But anyway, welcome into the So What You Think channel. Let me check my audio for a second, you guys. Give me a second here. Good, we're good, we're good. Okay, it says we're good. Alrighty, come on in, members and subscribers, and everybody hanging out in the bushes today. Y'all already know I appreciate every single one of you being here. Go ahead and hit the like button for me on your way in. If you have not subscribed yet, go ahead and do that too, because we're trying to get to 3,000 subscribers. We're currently at 2,600, 400, 2,600 down, 400 to go. And we can get there step by step, piece by piece. I will just be so happy to get there. And we're going to celebrate hard when we do. I might have prizes to pass out that day. I might. No, you know what I am. We're going to pass out some prizes when we make it to 3,000. It's going to be a little, we're going to have a contest type thing to get to 3,000. And I'll come up with a way for who's going to win that and how. And you definitely got to be in the membership to be in the running, baby. I'm going to tell you now. Okay. Anyway, if you're in the replay gang, please make sure that you leave your comments as well and hype the video up for me, because that's a special thing that they've given to those who listen to the video later, that you're able to hype up the video and you accrue points. It don't give you no money or nothing now, but it does decide how YouTube will help you in the algorithms. So I know that you can do that. I'm working for you. I'm asking you to put in a little bit of work for me by hitting the like button, sharing the page with somebody, subscribing to the channel, becoming a member, or hitting the like button, hype button. I'm sorry. All right, you all, let's say thank you to the moderators who help keep everything going smooth down in the chat for us. So hello to the mod squad and to Tony Lynn, whom we miss so much, and we hope that you're doing okay out there, Tony, somewhere. We pray that you are well. And all of the members, thank you guys so much for helping support this channel month by month and keeping this community growing. Y'all already know that Beyond the Gates is the show, but the gatekeepers, which are us, are the community. Now, there are others who may call themselves the gatekeepers, but we've been here since the beginning of Beyond the Gates, and that is the name that we gave ourselves. Sometimes we say Gatekeeper Gang, but we are the original gatekeepers. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different, because Tony Lynn is the person we put names up for a vote, and that's the name that we chose, and Tony Lynn was the person who submitted that one, and we have had that name ever since. All right, you guys, let me pull out my romper room mirror and see who's down here typing in these comments today.
Who's that typing in the comments?
Ooh, baby, look like it's going to be short, sweet, and to the point today. Miss Lil is in the comments, and she says, good evening, Miss Jen, gatekeepers and mods. Hey, Miss Lil, how are you? I hope that you are having a fabulous Tuesday. Miss B, who is me, says, hey, y'all. Jasmine Williams is also in the house, and she says, hey, y'all. Hey, Miss Jasmine. We're going to have a lot to talk about this week. I'm gonna need a nap before we get in here Friday. I'm gonna need a nap before we get in here Friday because I can already see it's about to be something. Because I already got something I want to talk about that I saw today that I told y'all about a while back that I think I see about to be on the horizon, and I don't quite know how I feel about it, but it is a soap, so they gotta keep soapy. Okay. Belinda Hill, who is one of our moderators and the officer of our like button, says, "Good evening, Miss Jen, Tony, Lenny, Lane T, Gatekeepers, and Mod Squad. Happy Taco Tuesday." And hello to you too, Belinda. Coretta J5V says, "Good evening, Miss Jen, Mods, fellow Gatekeepers. Happy Tuesday. Made it officially. I subscribe. Thank you so much for becoming a subscriber, Coretta. I appreciate that so much. Glad to be a part of the family, and we are glad to have you here as well." And Coretta says, "Thank you to Belinda Hill." Lightning Storm is in the house and says, "Good evening, Gatekeepers." Good evening to you too, Lightning Storm. Thank you so much for joining me. All right, you guys, I'm not going to hold you up. That's all that said something down in the comments. And, oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Be on Purpose is rolled in here. He said, "Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute." Be on Purpose says, "Hey, y'all. Hey, Be on Purpose. I thought about you today. I did. They mentioned your girl." And Frank G. Life is in the house and says, "Good evening, Miss Jen, Gatekeepers, and to the mods. And good evening to you too." All right, you guys, with that, I'm going to go on and unlock these wait, hold on. Y'all sliding like, wait a minute. Be Slow says, "Good evening, Gatekeepers, as well." Good evening to you too, Be Slow, as well. And Be on Purpose said, "I hit the like button. Did you?" Okay. All right, you guys. So we're gonna slide up here one more time and see before another person pop up down here and unlock these gates. My stuff. Okay, let me move this over so I know where to find it. I ain't got to be looking. All right, and with that, we're gonna unlock these gates and see what happened today on Beyond the Gates. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. All right, you guys. Well, it's time to smoke. What's that song? All right, you guys. Well, it's time to. What's the word? I done forgot. Man, I done forgot what the word is. Well, all right, you squares. Well, it's time to something. Doom, 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 doom. It was Bootsy and the Rubber Band, but I done forgot what it is now. All right. All right. Well, all right. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let me get to my picture so we can get to what happened today. All right. We started off over at Eva's house. Yes, Eva's house, which her mother bought for her, and she has to remind her of that. "Mama, you don't own nothing up in here. Uh, I'm just trying to tell you, you said you gave it to me. I didn't give you that key to be in here anytime you feel like it." But boom, there Leslie was. When she got out of the shower, there's her mother. One thing about Eve, they're going to keep her character completely bohemian. Okay? Oh, no, hold on. Okay. They're going to keep her character completely bohemian down to the robe, which is cute because that's her style. But anyway, um, Eva's in there minding her business. She comes out scrolling on her telephone and she looks up and there's her mama. Now, Leslie does not believe in boundaries. Leslie believes that if she gave you birth, she can just appear anytime, anywhere, any place, like she got the master key to your life, And she tells Eva, "From the sound of her singing in the shower, I could tell that Isaiah is not in there. So what are you upset about, girl? I know you were free. So come on and spend the whole day with your mama." Spend the day with your mama. And she's like, "Girl, not asked, not suggested, not invited, but assigned her to just spend the." Oh, I was wondering what that noise was. Just to spend the day with her. Ugh, Leslie does too much. But y'all know y'all love it. Y'all love to hate it and hate to love it. You do. You do. She got a key, child. Well, you know how that is though. When you living by yourself like that, somebody needs to have a key just in case something should go down. You want somebody to have a key up in that thing. Like, all right, so let's see here. So now, meanwhile, over at Orphagene's, Isaiah's not over to Eva's because he's over here with his mama. No, with his mama. Let me put it that way. With his mama. I want to put the stress on the right thing. Isaiah's over here with his mama. And of course, Darlene is being Darlene-ish and being mean and talking funky about Eva and trying to plan yet another family dinner. Now, Darlene, I want you to lean in, girl, so I can tell you this, and I know you may not want to hear it, but your family ain't the family you think you got, girl. This ain't the Brady Bunch. This ain't the Partridge family. Y'all ain't even the Evanses, girl. Your people don't want to get together and sit down and talk as no family. They don't want to do that, girl. So please leave these people alone about that. And this is what Jacob, not Jacob, this is what is ends up, kind of telling I don't really be messing with y'all like that. I love you, but I ain't trying to. I don't like dad and he don't like me. Mm-mm. So, but anyway, she's like, but listen, you need to come to the thing today because we're celebrating your brother breaking up the plasma ring. So, can you at least come to that and support your brother? Talking about what she gonna cook and what she want Isaiah to cook for the shindig, and he was like, mm. He said, I tell you what though, if you gonna have a little dinner, can I bring Eva? And he was like, she said, well, I just wanted it to be for the family, something small. And he said, okay, well, is Naomi coming? And she said, of course, Naomi's family. He said, well, Eva is my family, and I'm gonna bring her. How about that? And I'm like, okay, what's that? I do like the way he stands up for Eva. He stands in the gap for Eva, and I love that. But she got immediately shady, and she's like, am I supposed to be just doing everything, like, acknowledging this girl when I know she's just, in fact, insignificant and just passing through? And he says, no, she is my significant. She is my significant. Because she said, wait, Darlene said, no, this is the way it went, because I wanted to say this the way it was said. I keep wanting to call this boy Jacob. Isaiah said that Eva is his significant other, and Darlene said no, she's the other than significant. Girl, people who, I'm pointing at the screen now, this lady can hear me. People who do stuff like this, I wonder if this is how you got done, and is that why you doing the girls like that when they show up for your sons, or is this the way you would want to be treated, Miss Darlene? Because I think not, ma'am. You and all your gold chains stacked up like it's 1982. Girl. But anyway, Isaiah didn't let that bother him one bit. He was like, either Eva coming with me or she's not. And she's not temporary. She is my life. And you better get used to it. And I love the way he stood up for her. Now, over at the country club, Bill had stepped away for a minute. Of course, Haley had to dig down in her bosoms to make sure that she had enough drops for the day. She needed to have a couple, 3, 5, 15 drops for today because she trying to get Bill up out of here. So she hurries up and pushes them drops down in her bosom. Then Bill came and sat down and he was talking all nice to her. Oh, baby, you just be so nice to me and yada yada. Hey, Linda, you be so nice to me and yada yada yada. And then he went to touch her. She was like, don't put your hands. She was told you, she was like, Denzel, get your hands off of me. You get your hands off of me. She didn't want her hands up on him. Like, girl, this your husband. It's some other now, just in this shot right here, this got Bill's stomach looking like it's just a little thick, and we know it's not. But I know some of y'all gonna get started, but do not. Okay. But anyway, she's sitting over there talking to Bill all nice, and everything was going good all the way up until he almost touched that poison. She don't need him to know about that poison. She want to know that. Then so what her excuse she made to Bill was she said, oh, I thought the waiter was coming and I don't want him to see you. What, girl, touching his wife? Girl, you sound like a crazy person right now. I just did it, Bill, but I'm sorry. I jumped the way I did because I didn't want the waiter to see you over here touching me and us acting like that. You're an important, respected man. Somehow that got Bill to reflecting on his past marriage. And she was like, oh, here we go again. Danny. I'm like, girl, you the one broke up this marriage, so you gonna get this Marsha, girl. Get used to the Marsha, girl. Because you asked for it, you got it. Toyota, okay? So he said, it made me think about how I was in my marriage. Like I feel like I'm doing something to you, like I was doing something to Danny, like I'm not doing something right. And she was like, don't you worry about that. I I make sure that you're taken care of, because oh, wait, is this when she said this? Let me think about this. Because he said he didn't. He says maybe I'm not as good as man as I thought I was, as I thought I had become. And then right on cue, Haley starts putting the cables on Bill, talking about how those Duprees always been trying to make him feel bad about himself. And had Danny been a better wife, maybe he wouldn't have needed to seek validation elsewhere. Girl, you better go on and rewrite your history up in here because you know you stole this man. Then Haley tells him, I'm the only one allowed to hurt you now. Now I hope that because I fed my notes through my GP GPT, and I'm hoping it didn't take my stuff out of order. And it's because I'm wondering, did she say that at the table? But if she did, I'll come back around to it anyway. All right, so now back over at Eva's apartment. Yeah, they did. They put it in the wrong place. So let me just go on and tell y'all what happened because I think if it's here, it's not going to be here later. So later on at the table, right? Because they go into the country club and they sit down, and Bill is talking to her, and he gets a text message from Danny, and Danny says to him, like, shame, you're missing a family event. And he's like, he was like, see what I mean? I'm out of the loop. Something's going on with the family. And she was like, that's not your family. He was like, no, Naomi is still my family. Where anything's concerned with her, I'm still. She was like, yeah, you're right. So she was like, see what I'm saying? How they do you, Bill? And she says, but listen, let me tell the truth. I already knew about this thing that they were having. I didn't tell you about it because you were in the shower and you were busy and I didn't want to bother you with that. So I just decided to just tell her that you weren't going to be able to make it, Bill. I was looking out for you. I hope that's okay. And he was like, well, that's okay, but next time, keep me in the loop. And I'm like, girl. So anyway, Bill gets up to go make a phone call, and then Haley puts the coffee down on her lap. Ain't nobody see this at the country club. See, I told you, y'all ain't got the right nose of people. Y'all ain't got the right nose of people sitting down at the country club. You needed me to look over with you needed for me and Belinda Hill would be sitting over there at the table, and I bump her, and then she would look over and go, or I look over there and bump Jasmine, and Jasmine look over and go, or I bump my cousin, Linda, and Linda started texting me, girl, she can really put this. What's that she just put in there? Did you see that? Because we wouldn't have missed nothing. We wouldn't have missed nothing. But evidently, nobody in the whole country club saw her take a whole hot cup of coffee and set it down on her lap, reach down in her bosoms, and pull out some drops and put it down in his coffee and slide that thing back up there on the table all slick like this here. Folgers in your cup. The best part of waking up is drops up in your cup. Child. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Haley. You ought to be ashamed, girl. All right, now Leslie starts trying to guilt trip her daughter about all the time that she's spending elsewhere than with her. I mean, girl, you got a job with your daddy, you got a job with me, you got a man. Where is that time for mama? And so Eva tells her, she's like, listen, I know I got a lot to do, but I can always promise you that no matter how busy I get, you will always be my number one in my contacts, okay? And she was like, oh, good. And then another thing I want to say is that I don't think Eva liked it when her mother told her, like, what are you wearing? You ain't got on no makeup, this, that, and the other thing. Because these narcissistic mothers can also nitpick them to death about how they look, and you need to look perfect. And Eva's not a person who really worries about stuff like that. And I can tell she didn't like that because then she went and canceled what they was about to do. And she said, I'll just catch up with you later. And I was like, yeah, see, Eva didn't like that. Eva got a man now. Shantae got a man at home now that lets her know that she is enough just the way that she is, and she ain't trying to put up with this mess that you be doing. I'm going to tell y'all something I want you to prepare for. Leslie going to get rid of Isaiah because Isaiah does too much for her, for Eva's person, for her self-esteem, and he does too much for her independence. And these are two things a narcissist can't have happening. How you going to live without me, Eva? So we'll see how that turns out. Now over at Uptown, Smitty and Kat run into each other, and she got her $9,000 hat on. I got the one that looked like that, okay? But anyway, she got her $9,000 hat on sitting over here in the it ain't 9,000, but it may as well be. But anyway, she's sitting over here at the Uptown looking at true crime stories on her phone or listening to the podcast. And he walks over and talks to her and she's like, "Hey, what's been going on?" You know, da, 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 da. And so he said, she told him, she said, "I'm thinking about starting a podcast about solving crimes." And he was like, "Really?" She said, "Yeah, you ever thought about doing one?" He said, "Actually, I did. But then I ended up not doing it, getting busy with other things." And she's like, "You would be good at that. In fact, why don't you be the first guest on my show? Because I want to do a story on Lynette Wise and her disappearance." And I said, "Oh, Lord, be on purpose somewhere smiling right now because that sounds like Lynette's storyline may be opening back up again. Let's just hope they don't do you like they did us about Doug, okay?" But anyway, um, Smitty tells her that Kat tells Smitty that since you were, doing that story on the blood plasma thing, and Leah was one of Lynette's victims, you may have a little insight into what people want to hear. But Smitty warns Kat that investigative work is serious and is dangerous. He tells her that, you can't just jump into investigating people's lives because stuff like that has real consequences and it can hurt people and get you hurt, girl. And honestly, I'm glad somebody said that to Kat, because she has this rich girl curiosity where she doesn't always realize danger is real until danger shows up at her door like this. "Good morning. My name is Danger, and I'm here to just blow your life up, just jack up everything you got going on, ma'am. Do you have a moment?" I'm just saying. Now, Naomi goes over to talk to her mom, Danny. Hold on, let me find this picture. So she goes over to talk to her mom because she said, listen, one thing we know about Naomi, right? What Naomi didn't sign up for, Naomi ain't trying to get down with. Y'all, if y'all don't know that by now, I don't know what y'all know. If Naomi ain't signed up for it, but then again, what's wrong with that? If that ain't what you signed up for and a person switch up on you, but then sometimes, girl, I got to play both sides. Sometimes well, not sometimes, people are gonna grow, people are gonna change, people are going to expand in their lives. They debate. Normally people don't stay the same. Get up at 10 a.m, wash the eat breakfast, sit down, brush my teeth, go in there, go outside, get in the car at 9 o'clock, I'm out the door. Some people really stay regimented their entire lives, but that's rare. People become different, kind of like with Nicole. Now she's experimenting different things. People change. Life changes. They change. Their interests change. Their wants change. Their likes change. Their dislikes change. Their sense of adventure changes because they realize they have more days behind them than in front of them. You keep going every day. You lose a day in front of you, another one behind you. So I just think that Jacob wants some things different than what Naomi signed up for. And now it's about him being a detective. That ain't what I fell in love with. I fell in love with a cute little police officer that I knew came with some risks, but not these kind of risks. Now I'm gonna tell y'all something, lean in. I don't think I want to be married to no detective neither. It's one thing to be out here keeping the peace. It's another thing when you digging into that dark crime world, baby. And that you never quite know when that goes away. You never quite know when it goes away. Or if it goes away. I don't want to spend the rest of my life looking. I would rather when they type in, when they get to typing in phone numbers and addresses, I would like for it to say that you and me was divorced and we don't live together no more. So I think on this one I kind of feel Naomi. So this second thing, now first you wanted a baby, now you want to be a detective. You want to be Batman and Robin. She ain't signed up for that. That's all I'm saying. But it tracks for her personality. She likes stability. She likes knowing what she signed up for. She does not like people changing the agreement in the middle. She a lawyer. That ain't what we signed up for, sir. That was not on the paper. It's not on the paperwork. So we'll see. Now over at the precinct, Marcel is teasing Jacob. Let me get to this picture. He's teasing Jacob about being the man of the hour after helping bust up the plasma ring. But Jacob snaps a little bit because he's clearly not okay mentally. Hold on. Mentally, Jacob is clearly not okay. You know, well, to us it's clear, but I don't think to other people it's clear. They kind of looking at him like, "What's going on with you?" So they even give him a little gift, and the gift said, "The world's not the world's worst detective." Jacob snapping about everything. Jacob just ain't in the mood. Jacob done lost his friend, and he don't feel like he's worthy of any of the stuff that's happening today. Him getting an award, a commendation, and all of that. He's not feeling it. Elon and Marcel try to encourage him, explaining that undercover work comes with losses and trauma sometimes, and that doesn't mean that you're not a good detective. They've lost friends, they've lost relationships and connections due to what they do. And Elon tells Jacob, though, how very proud of him that he is. He's like, "Son, I want you to know how very proud I am of you and what a great job that you've done." But Jacob is checked out right now. But I would think with these two men being detectives that they would know that he's got to be going through some of this. Maybe they do, and just men are not as good at dealing with each other's feelings as women, because we going to sit down and we going to get something to eat and we going to talk about this thing. That's one thing women gonna do. We gonna call all the friends in the circle and baby, we about to get it together for you. Now back at the country club, Bill gets a text. Okay, they do have it down here. So we already talked about that. So let me go past this. Okay, let me scroll up. But yeah, Bill didn't like it that Haley didn't tell him about the thing that was going on with his family. But I mean, you married this girl. You married her. At the precinct, Jacob gets his award. Hold on. Is getting his award. Let me find this picture. His mom comes in with a cake that she's made. She said that this cake is everybody's favorite cake. I don't know, girl. I think when you got to be the one that says something you got is everybody's favorite. I don't be feeling like it be being people favorite when you got to say, "Everybody love my tater salad." I mean, if everybody love your tater salad, everybody be saying, "Oh my God, we love her potato salad." But I ain't heard one person say nothing about this cake. I might be with Leslie on this. And that cake might be dry, girl. That cake may be dry and may be bitter, because chocolate is hard to do and do well. But but here you coming in here, I bought my favorite cake. Everybody say it's the favorite girl. Let me hear somebody else says they favorite, because did y'all hear anybody say, "Oh yeah, she be putting her foot in that cake"? I don't know. Did I miss that? I might have missed it. But anyway, he came in and Isaiah made it clear, "I'm here for my brother. I ain't here to be monkeying around with y'all." What is it with this family? What is it with this family? That Isaiah don't mess with these people, but he gets down real hard with Joey. Darlene, 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 did you have did something we don't know about, girl? We gonna find out about later. I sure hope so. I'm waiting for you, girl. The minute, the moment, the second I see your foot inside that casino, or the casino, when you go to casino, I'ma already know. I'ma already know why you down there. You're going to be down there to ask Joy to keep that secret and to not say anything. You're going to be down there to want to know, has Isaiah been in here asking any questions? You're going to be down there to beg him for his silence. You're going to be down there to confess how you had fell in love just that one time when your husband was gone and you didn't know if he was coming. Girl, we already know. We already know. I'm just trying to tell you, girl, we already know. Back to the story. Isaiah made it clear he ain't there for nobody but his brother. Okay. And that's how sad and broken these people's relationship is. Now, Jacob quietly tells Naomi he wants to, while they over there trying to celebrate. Well, another thing I want to point out, because this thing is got my stuff out of sync, so I had to. Okay. So another thing I want to point out is that Elon had told everybody, do not take pictures and post it on social media, because Jacob was undercover and that would not be good. And everybody said that they wouldn't. But you know who wasn't there when that was said? Leslie was not there when that was said. Leslie, please don't post up no picture. Leslie, please, 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 baby, 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 please, please, baby, please don't post up no picture. Now, let me tell you what's happening in this picture. Now, during the family pictures, Jacob invites Eva into the picture because she came in and he's like, "Hey, babe, come on, get in the picture." And his mama was not happy, especially since she had to post up right next to her. I was about to say something, but I'm going to leave that alone because that wouldn't be right. But anyway, Eva gets in one little picture, and Darlene not like that. So as soon as they get through taking the picture, no, she pushes Eva out of the picture. Goes, I wish I could just get a picture with me and the family. Could you? Who's gonna take it? Can you do that? Oh, thank you. Because she wasn't intended for there to be no another picture. Like she couldn't tolerate it being two pictures in it with Eva, and the Lord should forbid. Girl, I wish I could see what the rest of them pictures is in your picture roll, because I'm nosy, girl. About you anyway. Anyway, as soon as she gets through taking the picture, she was just getting ready to put her finger up there to delete it. See that trash thing symbol up there? She was just getting ready to hit that trash symbol. And then her son looked up and said, Hey mom, send me that picture with Eva on it. Ooh, baby, one thing we know is that he like him some Eva. Eva, 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 Eva. He like to say Eva name in the morning. He like to say her name in the afternoon. He like to say her name at night. He like him some Eva. And then mama just about to just have. So she came over there. She was like, Can I say something to you? I'm like, girl, what you about to say? Because we might have to go and jump you today. I don't care if we is at the police station. What you about to say to Eva? We about sick of you being mean to Eva. Eva got enough of that at home dealing with her mama. So she ends up thanking Eva for supporting Jacob. So when she walks off, her son was like, now I know you nearby choked when you said all that, but thank you for having said it anyway. Mm-hmm. Eva goes over there by Naomi, and Naomi said, girl, don't worry. She did me the same way when I was dating Jacob, girl. This is just how she is. She's going to be mean to you first. Then she might calm down. I don't know, though, Naomi, because your mama is not her mom. Your mama was the great Danny Duprees. Her mama is Leslie Laura, Sherry-Anna Lulu, girl. Leslie Dana Sherry-Anna Lulu. Her mama go by a lot of names. She go by a lot of names, child. Now, Darlene. Hold on. Okay. Now, Darlene done took her little self over there and got all up in Malone face. And then this what she has said. She said, I saw your ex-wife. I talked to your ex-wife just the other day. And I just want you to know that she is living her best life off your pension with all that money that she had got. She ain't said that, but I know that's what she meant. Oh, she living her best life. Living a life like it's golden. Living a life like it's golden. Living a life like it's golden. Oh, yeah, with all that money she got up at your pension and savings accounts and all that stuff. She living a good life. And then right on cue, here come Leslie. Hey, babe, how you doing? And she was like, this wench. This heifer. And she was like, why are you here? You're not family. She said, girl, I ain't know nothing about what y'all was having up in here. I came to bring my man some sweets. You got a problem with that? No, Darlene is messy. She is messy. We love it. We do. All gossip and tales. But anyway, listen. So, Leslie, look, I came to bring my baby something sweet. You got a problem with that? Darlene was like, girl, let me go on over. But Leslie ended up telling her, she said, girl, you gonna mess around here and you gonna make me whoop your whole all across this police station. I don't even care. We in here. You connected to a popo. I'm connected to a popo. Girl, we could get it. One of your kids here, one of mine here, baby. We could get it. Now, Eva don't like this woman picking on her mama. Pause. One thing I want to say about Eva's posture. Baby, she's a dancer in real life. But her what do they call it? Her center is so straight. Amber, girl, you better stand up there straight as a tree, sister. Anyway, I just had to say that. But anyway, so they almost got into a fight down to the precinct. And let me tell you something now, Darlene. Now, your hair's braided, girl, but you ain't dressed for no fight with Leslie. You got on the wrong thing to be in a fight down here with Leslie. But Malone was loving it. He was. So then when she walks away, when Eva pulled her mom away from almost beating this woman down, she gonna say to Malone, you had a perfectly wonderful woman, a godly woman, and you let her go for that devil? And he said, yeah, now I'm living my best life. Now y'all know that was wrong. You was wrong for that, Malone. You was wrong for that, Malone. Malone, you was wrong for that. Malone said yes, and now, yes, now I am with the devil. Now I'm living my best life. I'm living my best life. Ooh, Lord. Mm, mm, mm. But anyway, that was a good one. Yeah, score one for Malone. All right. All right. Mm, mm, mm. It may be his best life, but his best life is loud, pretentious, a problem, a heifer, a piece of work, too much. But we love it. We do. All right, now, Leslie decides to start criticizing Darlene and that dry cake she bought up in here today. She was like, girl, because she was back there telling her daughter, she was like, girl, we ain't about to let this. No, she did too much. Girl, you can let me go. But you know what? I'll play nice. I will. So then she goes over there. She was like, girl, let me help you clean up some of this mess over here. Especially this cake. There's so much of it left. Dry. It was dry. It was bitter. So make sure you put that in the trash because evidently didn't nobody want it. But you know, one thing I want to tell you is this, girl. I really like your son. You might as well get used to it because he's crazy about my Eva. And the other day when he made us, if you need any cooking lessons, girl, you need to ask Isaiah. He's such a great cook. He made food for me and Eva, made us a wonderful meal. And we were over there eating like a family, having a good time. See, this is something that Darlene don't get to have with her son. So Leslie know exactly what she doing. Leslie noticed she is hurting her more than putting her hands on her ever could. Because, baby, we ain't seen Darlene do nothing but beg and beg and beg her son to come to a dinner. And now the woman who you can't stand is standing here telling you that your son not only was at a dinner, but he made the dinner. Ooh, Leslie. It was diabolical. But I love it. You had it coming. She said, yes, girl, your son, he loves me. And he loves to spend more time with me than he does with you, is basically what she was telling him. And then she went over there and she was like, oh, hey, I love you. Oh, thank you. I said you so. And Darlene was looking like, what? Baby, this hurt. That hurt. I know that hurt, Darlene, girl. I know that hurt, girl. I know that hurt. I was hurt for you, girl. Almost just a little bit. Bill comes back to the table after what's her name done put them drops down in his stuff. And like a fool, he sit there and start sipping and drinking on the coffee while she's talking to him about how much she love him and I look out for you and don't nobody else look take care of you like I do. Cause I'ma always take care of you, Bill. Permanently, I'ma take care of you, Bill. I am. Why did they go and make Haley so evil? This is what Real Talk said. She ain't about to watch it no more because she tired of them messing with her character. She mad at these people about messing up her character, but girl, this who your character was when she came in the door. You just didn't know it. You thought she was sweet. We all thought she was sweet. Remember how shocked we all was when she first started putting easing stuff down, and it started talking about getting rid of Bill, and we found out she was a sham and a scam. We was all clutching our pearls. But this is for him or something. Now, Smitty and Danny also talked briefly about the Impaler case. And Smitty says that he hopes one day they will finally catch whoever is behind all of this. So clearly that storyline is not going anywhere, anytime soon. Now let's get to the final scene because we got things to talk about, gatekeepers. Cat sees Jacob, who done left, because remember he left the party. Oh, I forgot to tell you that. So he left the party. He told his wife, he was like, I'm ready to get up out of here. I need to go get me a drink. I'm going to Uptown. She said, you want me to come with you? He was like, no, you ain't got to come. I'm leaving because I need a drink. Now is you about to start drinking? That's the first thing. I guess he about to be an alcoholic or something. I guess he's about to be drinking too much, getting on the hooch. We don't know if he's going to be drinking beer, wine, or what kind of liquors he going to be partaking, but he going to be partaking of some liquors. But first of all, Jacob is about to start drinking too much. He going to be drinking. He about to be drinking. Drunk. He about to be drunkity drunk. He about to have to take some time off work because he about to be drinking and driving and policing. And you can't do all that and get caught. You can't do that. But Jacob is sitting over here alone at Uptown when Kat walks over there and asks him how he doing. She was like, you look like you don't doing too good. Remember when I told y'all back when they were sitting on that couch back there at that house, her and Chelsea was sharing. And I told y'all I ain't like them sitting together over there chitting and chatting too much. I told you then. I said they had no business in here chitting and chatting like this. And they had too much in common. They had too much in common. He liked mysteries. Listen, she liked the whole life. I do not think that Kat is attracted to her. I do not think that he is attracted to him. But I do think that when she said, I'll buy you a drink, and he said, you can get me a drink if it's going to help me drown out the sound of those gunshots that took my best friend out. Second of all, Jacob ain't even told Naomi that. See, I told y'all. When somebody with your man every day, baby, them work wives and them work husbands, baby, they'll tell them some things they ain't gonna tell you. They be in there talking and confessing and carrying on. That's why you can't allow that. Mm-mm. 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 So first of all, Jacob about to be drinking too much. Secondly, these two have everything in common. Thirdly, I told y'all back then they were spending too much time together. I told you. And now you in here talking to Kat about you done told Kat something you ain't even told your wife. But the kicker for me was that when he said, I wish I could have enough drinks to drown out the sound of the shots that took my best friend out. And then Kat got up and walks around the table and hugs him. And this was Jacob's face while they was hugging. Now, I don't know where this is headed. All I can tell y'all is that it feels dangerous to me. Jacob is vulnerable. Naomi is already on the fence about some things. She worried about where their marriage is going. Kat and Tomas are at odds because of what she want to do, and he don't want to support that. They about to bond. They about to trauma bond. Kat is emotionally stepping in where Naomi has stepped out. Why you been stepping out? Someone else been stepping in. Sing it with me. Why you been stepping out? Someone else is stepping in. I'm about to tell y'all. Kat is emotionally stepping in, and Jacob is clearly not okay. This combination here feels like the beginning of a mess. What is all them Cat fans gonna do if she do this after what Eva had did? Will this be worse than what Eva had did? Oh Lord, oh God. Don't do it. Ooh, writers, don't do this to us. Don't you do this to us. Don't you do this. Oh Lord, she gonna be sitting on the side of the bed. Cat is gonna be sitting on the side of the bed. I said that, yeah. I sat in that jail and I near about rotten to death. I know what it like, Naomi. I know what it like to want to sing and have it beat at you. But when I looked up and I see Jacob, I know there was a God. I know there was a God. Oh, Lord, don't do this to us. I need a bigger cup of tea because we the gatekeepers are not ready for all this. You know, we not these kind of people over here. We don't be doing this kind of a thing. We would hate to have to gossip about this, but we will do it. We will do it. Okay, we don't want to gossip on you, girl, but we gonna gossip. We already done kicked it off, girl. We gonna be gossiping about all of this. I hate to see it happening, but girl, bring it on. Bring it on. Ooh, child, this episode was too much. 18 likes and 38 viewers. Let me go over to my other page and hit the like button myself so I can support myself. Hold on. Okay, there we are. Now we are at 18 likes, thanks to me. I'm also going to make sure I hit it on this device. I did that already. All right, so I've hit it on 2 devices. Please join me in hitting the like button as well. Okay? Can you do that for me? Can you do that for me? Huh? Hit the like button for me. Hit the like button for me. All right. Let me catch some of you all's comments before I get ready to get out of here. You scroll up and stop here. I don't understand. They really didn't break up nothing because the Impaler is still out there in them DMV streets. What exactly is all the celebration for? It's for that, like the dad said, you didn't break it. You didn't catch them, but you did break it up enough where you might have put a dent in it big enough, he said, where these people can no longer operate the same way that they were because of the attention that it's getting. And that's what the dad said. He was like, maybe that, if nothing else, you put some light on it where they're not able to just operate in silence right now. Okay, so I don't know. Catching Ren and Leah did nothing. Rashadus. I can't stand it. Haley making excuses. I don't like the embryo. Leslie was laying it on thick today. She was. Eva really don't want to be around Leslie. Leslie is starting to resent Isaiah. She is, but right now she going to love him because if it's going to hurt his mom, she about to love him till she can't no more. Those are some ostentatiously ugly hats unless you're Pullman Porter on the railroad. I love them. I got to. Love. Okay. I would, because they're called newsboy hats and I wear them all the time. I love them. Okay. Great idea, be on purpose. Jacob was big mad today. Ooh, that cup would have made me mad. What? Poe Jacob and baby needs some deep therapy. Dees says, good evening, everyone. Good evening to you too. Scaly isn't earning any brownie points for not passing Bill's message on to him. That fool don't care. Belinda says, Miss Jen, I agree with you about Leslie trying to get rid of Isaiah, but because of his influence, helping Eva find her self-worth would put up boundaries with Leslie. Let me tell you something. When she threw using Isaiah, if she had to get back on that motorcycle to get him away from her daughter, she would. Elon stay with a mean snarl. He does. If I ever get to interview him, I have to ask him about that. I see it too, cause Miss Jen, the moderators, and everyone. Peggy says hello. Hey, Peggy. She was about to delete that picture. She was. Isaiah made. Let me get rid of this picture off my screen before. No, I'm leaving it up there because that's what that's where it's all headed. So we're gonna leave it up there. Okay, Darlene is messy. Is Tarlene is messy much? Score one for Malone. I didn't think Darlene had some fight in her. I don't know. I think Darlene got some in her, but now, Leslie, Dana, Sherry, and Lulu, you got to fight all in. You got to fight all in. Isaiah knew Darlene was going to delete the picture with Eva. That's why he quickly told her to send it to him. Maybe so. Darlene looked at Leslie like that. Alpha. Haley had a mask. Haley had a mask. Yes, she did. I enjoyed watching the Leslie Darlene bump heads. They tickle my funny bone. I hope they don't have Jacob and Kat sleeping together. It's a soap opera. I don't want that either, but it's a soap opera. And they done set it up so perfectly. But I call that way back. Let's just hope we're wrong. Jacob and Kat are about to make cakes. Let's hope not. Let's hope that they just gonna tip around and talk about their feelings. Whew, Naomi is keeping secrets too for no reason. Annie is. Poor Jacob has PTSD and it's not going to end well for him. What if Naomi just divorces him? Can him and Kat date then? It be happening. They cousins. Storyline is coming back around. I've been ready for it when they were together. Please hit the like button, Belinda says. Please and thank you guys. Hit the like button for me. I want Jacob and Kat because this show needs a big injection of drama. It's gonna be drama for sure. It's gonna be drama for sure. For sure. Jasmine, it wouldn't do any good for Eva to change the locks because Eva would pick the lock. Her mama would pick the lock. She would. Darlene is such a snobbish snot. Ugh. She would pick the lock. She would. Poor Eva. She gets called other accidental human. Oh, somebody called her that today. I missed that. When is idiot Bill gonna grow a brain? I don't know, child. Leslie is still manipulating her. The guilt trip and the fake sadness is gross. She is. Cause that sofa is sagging on Bill's side. I'm just saying. Oh, y'all better not do Bill like that. The gutty buddy was definitely showing. Jasmine, Bill brain is in his beer belly. Oh, that couch is sagging on Bill's side. A little lower. Let me look at it. Let and see. Let me see. Let me find the picture. Where that picture at? Right here. Well, he's a big guy. Bill is tall. Bill is like 6'9". I know he ain't that tall, but I'm just saying Bill is tall. Okay. So when he sit down on something, he gonna sit down on something. What is y'all saying? Okay. And to Belinda, to Linda, and to Jasmine.
Say something else about Bill. Say something else. Did I tell you not to say nothing else about Bill? I'm gonna knock the stuffing out of you. Knock the stuffing out. I done told you don't say nothing about Bill over here. Don't say nothing to me about Bill. Say something else. Say something else.
Thought because I was laughing with you. I was laughing with you, didn't y'all? I don't understand that really didn't break up nothing because the impeller still like, okay, yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah. I just want to go up and see what we had missed up here. Kat and Smitty gonna find my baby. They are. They gonna find your baby. There goes my baby walking down the avenue. All right, y'all. Let me go back to the bottom and see if we missed any comments that just popped up. I kind of want Jacob. Okay, saw that. And Linda's laughing because I had to sick the cats on them. Y'all don't be thinking y'all got to get away with about to get away with talking about Bill. I done told y'all leave Bill alone. Leave him alone. Okay, so here's the question, you guys. Before we get out of here. Do you think that Naomi is being unfair about her not signing up for this undercover detective Jacob? She didn't sign up for that. But more importantly, do y'all think that Kat and Jacob about to slide off into some problems? First three people, I want to hear what you think before we get out of here. Do y'all think they about to slide off into some problems? Do y'all think that they are bold enough to really write it like that? Do y'all think that they bold enough to write it like that? Do you think they think y'all ready and y'all can deal with all that? Because I don't know. They don't know y'all. They don't know y'all great. Y'all be done lost y'all mind. Mm. Marriages for better or worse. True. True, true, true. True, 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 true. True, 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 true. Cat and Jacob will be, oh Lord. Oh Lord. Making cakes. So much fun baking cakes. So much fun baking cakes. What's that that song that goes, if I knew you were coming, I'd have baked a cake, baked a cake, baked a cake. If I knew you were coming, I would bake a cake. How you do, how you do, how you do. Naomi Var says, hey Var says Naomi is not being fair and Kat and Jacob need to hook up. Oh, Var, what do you mean they need to? That's her cousin. We know it's gonna happen, but we ain't gonna be talking about it need to happen now. It's gonna happen. But that's her cousin. Cupcakes because the cat because it is a cupcakes because it is cat after all. Jacob and Cat was sitting in the tree.
So much fun baking cakes. So much fun baking cakes. Whee!
Kissing. First comes love, then comes marriage, then comes Catherine with her cousin's baby carriage. They better not do it. Y'all better not do it. But this hug, I don't know. I don't know. I just hope he was just looking lost. Y'all think Naomi gonna walk in there and see that and be like, what is going on over here? Y'all think Naomi gonna walk in on this and be like, what's happening over here? Because listen, and then he gonna be like, I was just telling her this. She gonna be like, you ain't even tell me that. I'm like, girl, see what I'm saying? No, Naomi is being fair by her feelings, and yes, they do not need to hook up for the drama. And yes, they do need to hook up for the drama. Ooh. Hey, Cynthia. Dang, I thought I said, girl, y'all ain't never sliding by me by no bill. You don't never gonna get past me with nothing about bill. Y'all already know not to say nothing about my bill. Oh my, what the cat files say about that? With the cataphiles, I don't know what they're gonna say about that. They're gonna be like, I'm crazy. That ain't about to happen. But I don't know. I said it back when. I was like, these two spending too much time together. These two want to do. And look, if he worked with her on the podcast or I don't know, child. I don't know. Cat don't care at all that it is her cousin. Cat ain't cold like that. But you know who is? Her mama. Her real mama cold like this. Funky cold Medina. It's in the blood. It's in the blood. It's in the blood. It's in the blood. Ooh, child, I just don't know. All right, let's go back and see what's happening tomorrow. I know we said it yesterday, but we need to line it up today. We need to know today what's going down. Hold on. I think it's in my other phone, ain't it? I think so. Wait, don't do that. I didn't ask you to do that. Okay, thank you. All right, hold on. Let me find it. Allow me to find the thing for tomorrow. Hold on. Let's see what's happening tomorrow, Wednesday. Now, tomorrow, Nicole seeks advice from Anita for all these yearnings she having for Ted and that gold chain down in that neck meat. And Martin doles out some to his dad. So he gives it. So now he want to know what to do. She want to know what to do. He want to know what to do. She want to know what to do. I've been looking at your mama. I've been looking at your mama. And mama, I've been looking at Ted. I've been looking at Ted. And then Ted does his best to comfort an overwhelmed Eva. Naomi and Smitty have a long overdue chat. And Monica gives Vernon an answer regarding his job offer. And Chelsea shows Samantha just how much she means to them. Tyrell and Jessica make bold move. Now, wait a minute. See, now that we got this tea about today, now I got to see what's coming up. Okay, Haley and Brandy discuss how their con against Bill began. Oh, I can't wait for Thursday. Andre consoles Danny. Meanwhile, Bill ruminates on past and present romantic relationship. Chelsea and Naomi compare notes on their parents' rocky marriage. But Friday, Vernon seeks to secure his frustrated friend. Martin prepares for the Abbott's arrival. Joey and Randy get ready to meet the Impaler. Grayson seeks Ashley's forgiveness. So ain't no more mention of Cat and Jacob. But I know it's got to be in here because Naomi headed down there to that bar. Mm, mm, mm. This remind me of that song. What's that song that says? Oh, what is that song? She said, "I knew." Etta James sing the song, and she said, "I knew when I walked by and I saw you." Oh yeah, something told me it was over. I cannot sing this song, but I'm saying it for now. When I saw you and Cat and y'all was talking, something deep down said, "Go on and cry, girl, cry." Mm-hmm. When I saw you and that same girl and y'all was walking on by, and ooh, that's what Naomi gonna be singing. I would rather go blind, baby. Mm-hmm. Baby, you about to rather go blind. You rather go blind, baby. You about to rather lose your sight than watch Jacob walk out your life with your cousin. But girl, you keep on talking about how he ain't the man that you thought he was gonna be. He wasn't He wasn't the man I thought he should be. So you know, you know. Let him go, girl. Let him go. All right, y'all. Well, that's it for today. Let me catch y'all last comments. I don't see nothing on the screen. Cool. All right, so gatekeepers, that's it. That was the show. We had a good time today. It was a good episode, I thought. Even though I'm sick and tired of Haley putting drops and stuff and not getting caught, Bill, I either need you to fall out or for her to stop or for Randy to reveal that it's only been water. And if that turns out to be the case, I'm going to be real mad that y'all been playing up in our faces with our emotions. And also, can we please find out who that doctor was that she had hired to come in there and tell all them lies to Bill? Okay, so tomorrow y'all going to talk about the plot. Is it tomorrow or is it Thursday? Thursday is the day they talk about the plot. Okay, so we gotta wait today. Y'all got to calm down. We got to wait a whole day. It's gonna be on Thursday. Child, Friday night about to be lit. I hope y'all got y'all food stuff together. I hope y'all got y'all sponsorships together. Cause do you understand how much we got to unpack Friday? And it's only Tuesday. Whoo, Lord. All right, y'all. Well, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Before we get out of here, let's take a moment to thank the mods for all that they do. Thank you, Mod Squad, into the gang.
Katie Mommy, Bilo Dee, Destiny H, Cousin Linda, Elaine T, Belinda Hill, and the Raven Maniac. Thank you!
Also, shout out to all of my members. Thank you guys for being part of the membership. That would be today that's in here would be Myrtle Tinsda, Linda, Jasmine, Belinda. Let's see who else is in here. Cynthia Willoughby, VAR. Let's see who else we got here that's in the membership. I said Belinda Hill, I think. Okay. Also, Peggy, who is also one of my members, and who else is one of the members? Hold on. Okay, I was just looking to see if I miss. Oh, Miss Lil, I'm sure. And Coretta, thank you for being a member. For being in the membership. Thank you so much. And Miss Leo, yes. So I haven't played this in a while. So if you haven't got yourself a membership, get one. It's a nice way to support the channel every month for just $4.99. And boom, you done. I also have to say that in this video, let me take this comment down. In this video has the names of the first 30 people who became members on my channel as well, and many of the people that I just named are a part of that. So thank you all again for being part of the membership, and consider getting yourself one too.
What's the password?
Gatekeepers.
I tried it.
Hey,
Welcome
do the membership
to Membership Island.
come to Membership Island. Membership slide.
And whatever happens in the membership stays
And
in
all
the
the names
membership.
of our
So
people who were the first
Tell 'em
30
Richard.
to be in the membership. All right.
let me in here.
Thank you guys for your membership. You are appreciated so very, very much around these parts. I thank you guys. All right, you guys, with that, I'm going to get ready to get out of here. So thanks again to the moderators, to the replay gang, to all of you down in the comment section, even to the bush watchers, those of you who are in the bushes that can't say anything because you might be at work and you can't be letting people know that you got your headset on and listening. Thank you, too, for being a part of things. Just hit that like button for me on your way out. And don't forget to hype the video up if you're a part of the replay gang. Thank you for spending part of your day here with me. I hope you leave here better than you came. I hope your spirits are a little bit more lifted than they were when you walked in the door, because that's the aim of it, okay? Because always remember, the gates, beyond the gates is the show, but the gatekeepers and the whole gatekeeper gang, as Jasmine put that extra on there for us, the gatekeepers gangs is the community. And that's why this space matters. Now, I do hope that you're having a great day. And if not, remember that there is still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? And I'll see y'all tomorrow, Lord willing, what? And the creek don't rise. I'll see y'all. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.